What would you do if I wanted to start an OnlyFans?
I don't think there's anything intrinsically wrong with women doing OnlyFans. As long as I had influence and control over it.
What do you mean? Do the video photographer and get the angles, yeah?
No. I'm not doing any real work, but just like taking all the money. If my chick said, I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand, all right, give me 8. All right, cool. All right.
What woman is going to give you 8 grand?
You're my woman, you're doing OnlyFans, you're selling my product, what the fuck?
Your product?
Yes,
But
correct.
women just not
Next
your
question.
possession. No. See, I don't know if you're being serious.
I'm totally serious. How would I let my chick do OnlyFans and keep all the money? That's disrespectful.
What woman is ever going to give you that?
Then she better not do OnlyFans. Duh.
You're selling my product is literally the best way to put it. If a woman's in a relationship and she's doing OnlyFans, she's indirectly selling herself to the public. She was so shocked at his response. She never expected that. She better not do OnlyFans. Case closed. I'm gonna have to agree with him totally on this one. Treat your friends with respect. As the saying goes, you can tell a lot about a person by the friends they associate with. If your friend doesn't have any boundaries and lives like a carefree animal, then don't be surprised if this happens.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on air. I had a girlfriend, she was a vegan. I didn't know she was a vegan. Unfortunately, I found out. She said, oh, I'll never cook meat for you. I said, look, well, I'll be honest with you right now. We're gonna end up splitting up because you're living in my house and I'm paying the bills. And if I want steak, you're cooking it. That was a good 2-hour argument until she eventually cooked the steak. Of course she did. What's she gonna do, lose me? She cooked the steak, she sat there, she pretended she was upset. 2 weeks later, she's eating meat. I converted her, I fixed her. One person at a time, I'm gonna fix the world.
Here, we can see that the girlfriend evidently loves money more than her ideals. Being a vegan isn't a crime, but being able to defend your ideals when it's being questioned.
If I park one of my 17 supercars outside a club, right? Let's say the Lambo's outside, and dudes are trying to break in. Even though I know the locks, the alarm, the immobilizer is solid, you can't steal a Lambo. Dudes are trying to break in and I see it. Am I gonna allow them to try? No. So if I have a chick, even though I know she won't let them smash, it's not jealousy, it's territorialism. And no one's gonna be allowed to even try. How am I supposed to have a chick I truly love and care about when every dude in the world can just hit on her, even if she says no? If you wanna go to the club, you can go with me. If you wanna go to Maldives, baby, I'll take you to Maldives. Where do you wanna go? I'll take you all around the world. I'll take you anywhere you need to go.
Very true. Jealousy is very different from territorialism. Jealous of something you don't have, territorial of something already yours. The way those ladies respond to his money flexing statement shows how you could spot a gold digger anywhere. When they say, oh, to your money flexing statements, they for that streets.
You know what? I have a genuine view. My view of the world is simple. The weak have always been crushed. It doesn't matter whether it was a religion or an ideology or a skin color. The weak have always been subjugated and crushed. This is the law of humanity, right? If you're an idiot and you allow people to treat you like a slave, you'll end up a slave. Anyone with a brain has run away by now. Death is not the worst thing you can hope for. Death is not the worst thing that can happen to a man. Slavery is the worst thing that can happen to a man.
Funny how most of what he said is the truth of the world today. If we think about it, death is really not the worst thing that can happen to a man. Slavery is, because death is a one-time suffering, but slavery continues. Tate might not be the people's favorite, but he gives valid points in his videos, and I respect him for that.
I'll give the game away to the entire YouTube world why I've destroyed absolutely everybody in any debate ever. I say things that they know are true and that they agree with, but I say it in a way that angers them emotionally and they get caught up in their brain. So instead of saying men are physically stronger than women, I'll say females are weak. What do you think females are weak? Well, females are weak, females are weak. Well, some women are strong like men, trying to argue the fact that women are as strong as men physically because I've emotionally controlled them all and upset them all.
If my chick said, I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand, all right, give me 8. All right, cool.
What woman is going to give you 8 grand?
Next question.
No.
That upset her, didn't it?
This man knows what his craft is and how it works for him. Emotionally controlling people in an argument is one of the most toxic traits of winning that argument. He turns a correct statement into an almost incorrect one so that his opponent is too dumbfounded to win the argument. He really knows his stuff.
What do you say to young men who come to you for advice?
I say the most beautiful and the most terrifying thing about being a man is you're born without value. Society doesn't care about you. You're only going to be cared about based on how useful you are. You have the chance to build yourself up and become a superhero if you're prepared to do the hard work and be indefatigable enough to never quit. But if you're going to stand around and wait for a handout, nobody's going to ever respect you. And it's your duty as a man to stand up and say, I want to be as important and strong and good-hearted and God-fearing as possible, and I need to work hard to achieve those things.
You're only going to be cared about based on how useful you are. That really hit me. We could beat about the bush for as long as we want. We all know how difficult it is for men to succeed out there. As a man, being the best you can be is hard, uncomfortable, requires long hours, total focus. Without these attributes, you can't be a complete man.
I don't think the world has ever been equal. I'm not saying that women should completely and utterly be slaves. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the modern society we live in has been built by men. All the roads you see, all the buildings you see, everything around you, men built. All of it. When women come along and say, oh, we're just as important, you are just as important, but you had a completely different role. You fulfilled a different role in society. And I think now, if you look at the roles of society, I believe men are still doing their job, but I don't know if women are doing their job. Women's job always was procreation, to look after the family and to look after the man. That's all that they had to do. And the man would go out there and risk his life and spend his time building the modern world. Men are still out here building the modern world. But when they come home now, the girl's like, oh, why should I cook for you? I think women are failing in their role. I think women are failing.
I might have to disagree with him on this one. He's right to an extent. All women and men are different. Some are productive men and some aren't. Same goes for the women. Regardless of who plays that role, we need each other to work together and have a successful family.
This is the reality. If you're some fat dude and you just had a heart attack and I don't really know you, you're gonna die. I mean, if you're a really good friend, no, not even if you're a friend, if you're my friend, you just can't be a pussy. Well, I had a heart attack. Get the fuck up. What's wrong with you? Go to the hospital later. Have a drink. Cigarette, cup of coffee. Back in the game. Fucking having heart attacks near me, little pussy. So none of my friends would even have those kind of problems because I don't roll with fucking little bitches. But if you're some dude I don't know and you need CPR and everyone's looking at me, who knows CPR? Well, me. Help him. No. Why? Because I ain't gay.
This guy's a menace. He really just spoke for all the boys who don't want to kiss a dude to revive him. No? Why? Because I ain't gay. Dude killed me. He's kind of right to an extent, though.